What up? And welcome to another episode of From the Script to the Screen, Fire Force Edition. Episode 9 of Season 3 is out now, so as always, you guys already know, gotta give a shout out to the creator, Atsushi Ohkubo, and studio, David Productions. They covered chapters 203, 4, and 5 of volume 24. Got my boys on the cover. See Arthur with his new sword, ready for battle, but we'll get into that later. And even though it was a laid-back episode, the events were very wacky. Going off of last week, we saw that Arthur was able to pull everybody in, and now Vulcan and company, against their wishes, are forced to go down to this nether because Vulcan looking for some precious metal to form the new Excalibur. Like I told you guys at the end of the last episode, Vulcan tried to sell him a dream, but it was something that he had planned ahead of time. So he had a scavenger hunt basically laid out for Arthur. And even though Arthur was gullible enough to fall for it, he wasn't gullible enough to stick with it. So they end up in the nether. But unlike the last time the Fire Force Company went down there, things were pretty chill. But out of nowhere, we see Arthur's parents pop up. So Arthur, we know that he was left alone by his parents back when he was a kid. They left a note for him saying that they were going to save the world. But we find out in the episode, confirmed by his mother, that his father was basically just running away from his responsibilities and went down to the nether to hide from financial hardship. We did learn back when we got some information on Arthur that his parents' restaurant was burned down, and that's when they ended up leaving him. So it's crazy to see that they've been living down in the nether this whole time and have another family of their own down there. And so even though anybody would see that this is a little crazy and messed up, good old Arthur doesn't really see anything wrong with it. So hey, what can we do? But after all that, the trip does come up with something substantial. Since we know that the nether was supposed to be a world before the Great Cataclysm, we see that there's things, technology that we're used to from our time. So they end up finding the special metal that was used on space rockets, and to be honest, does sound like it's something that would be useful. So definitely my favorite panel of the week. Just like on the cover, we see that Arthur has been given a new sword, so shout out to Vulcan. And what they use to make the sword should be very useful for Arthur, because we know that Arthur's fire is so strong that it's plasma. And the fact that this is metal used for space travel should be strong enough to handle Arthur. And with the new determination that we saw on his face, he should be able to unleash his power to its full capacity. So looking forward to it. As always, let me know what you guys thought about the episode. Don't worry, action coming soon. And to the manga readers, let me know what you guys thought about the adaptation. Till next time, peace.